Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. 5 on the clock. Shields. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchup.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
From downtown, drills it from outside. He has 5.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
For the 3, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lucic, Brooks covering.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Shields. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pulls up for 3. Shields. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Balmaro, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Edwards, that's good. Edwards gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Brooks up on top. Here's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. 16 points for him.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
For 3, Edwards hits it from 3-point range. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Edwards gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. Beyond the arc. Fires for 3. No good that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
From the arc. Rebounded by Balmaro. And they're moving it up. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 19.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Here's De Silva. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the wing right side. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Fires from way outside. And it goes down!
No, he didn't!
Yeah.
No, he didn't!
Down! Oh. No good that time. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Up 10 and back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Pass to McCormick. Left side, Mirotic. Jacks up a three. Here's Cozier. Now Mirotic, defended by Booker. Mirotic, the screen. And that one, no good to start him off for the night. Booker looking around. No good with the triple. Pulls it up. Mirotic's shot is off.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Takes the three. The shot will not fall. Here's Cozier. No scoring in this one. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Nailed from three-point land. Mirotic has got 6 here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Over to the left wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. Stolen away. And here comes the break. Pass to Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And here's Napier. Hasn't made one yet. Just 4 to shoot. Shot on the wing, and he nails the jumper.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Mirotic. It's good from long range. Mirotic has got 9.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
There's the pick. .141 left to play here in the half. Off target from the wing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Napier. And here's Booker. Shoots the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Over to the wing. Defended by Booker. Outside Mirotic. Launches from deep. That one, no good. Now, here's Napier. Tight defense on him. Inside. Tries from 16. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. He has 6.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Mirotic's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Number 7, first personal foul, first team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Bounce pass Napier. Giffey off target with his 3. That'll do it for the first half. Leading by 6. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been
They've had the hot hand from deep. So I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
Now let's take a moment and see what games. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now, here's Napier. He has yet to score. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From deep, up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Launches a 3. The shot comes out. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 34.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
They set the pick for 3. Booker, no good. Fast break, here we go. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now Napier to the wing on the left. Giffey. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists now in this one. Shields. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Out to the wing. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. He's got 6. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Napier. 1:52 left here in the third quarter. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. No coverage that time. Here's Balmora. From deep three-point territory. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Oh, wow. Booker outside. There's the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
3 shots.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. 54 seconds left in the third. Shields. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
They get the rebound. Pass to Balmora. The tray. Nailed from three-point land.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Such a wide open look. Da Silva's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot.
Down it goes!
Wow.
Down it
There
goes!
is answer.
Nice.
Edwards, the bounce pass. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up by 6. And coming up as soon as we return. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Edwards. There's a screen to the left side wing. Here's De Silva. And it's off from three-point range.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Oh, good on the triple. Miritich, the screen.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 11. Vladimir Lucic.
Shields. Off target from three-point range.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Cans it from downtown.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Out to the wing. Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Mirajic grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
The long distance 3 is buried.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Stolen. And they're pushing it up. Shields. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Puts up a 3. Connects from 3-point range.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Lucic. And some very quick points for him on that possession. .153 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
De Silva goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Mirajic the screen. Shields. Pocket 6. No good on the 3. Here's the screen. Lucic. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. De Silva with the rebound. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Mirajic. Back to Edwards. McCormick with the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. He can't hit that time. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to De Silva. The three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Edwards. This one for three. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Edwards going 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. The three is up. Drops in the three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Herrera. From deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Edwards. Launches it. And Ward pulls it down. Edwards gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Knocked loose. Here's Ward. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Out to the wing. 4-3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
The three-pointer off the mark. To the right side. Here's De Silva. Pass to Edwards. 4 on the clock. There's a screen. Off target with the open look.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
1:51 left in the opening quarter. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings.
Now here's Booker. Back to Napier. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Herrera. And they're running. He launches a 3. The shot no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Back to Napier. Pass to Booker. 3-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Oh, got that one up quick. 6 points for him.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Booker with a screen on Hayes. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From the wing, and he hits the jumper. The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Fires the 3, drains the triple. With 1 on the clock. No luck on that one. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Pass to Napier. Just 5 on the clock. He shoots it. Booker no good. Here's Hamas. From deep. Offensive board. Puts up a 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Hey, puts up a three. Drills it from deep. Napier's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Now here's Napier. To the paint. The three. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Offensive rebound. He's guarded by Napier. Connects from downtown. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
To the wing, right side. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
The three sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The wide open shot is on the money. Napier's got 5 now.
Didn't really need to put himself off balance like that, but hey, he'll take it.
Robbed. There's the three. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hey, expanding his range. Knocks down the long J. Napier's got 8 here in this quarter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Booker defending. Pass to Hamas. A shot to stop the run. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knocks down the triple. He's got 6.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Over to the left wing. Now Napier. Fades away. That one doesn't drop.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Lets it go. They get the rebound. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. And that ties it up.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Booker. That three's off the mark. He's guarded by Napier. From downtown. The shot no good. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The visiting team, 30.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I've got a good idea of who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
For as bad as they've been inside, I can't believe it's this close. I hope coach is letting them know. No points in the paint, no W. So
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. They set the pick. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. It's stolen. For the lead. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to De Silva. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown. De Silva's got 6 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Three-pointer. And finished off by Hayes.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
A tight game here in Utah. He's defended by Hayes. And he starts out with a miss in this one. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From deep three-point land. To the right side. Here's Herrera. Knocks down the long J. Herrera's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And they're just staying with possessions on the offensive glass and getting rewarded for it. You have to love the hustle.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Will it go? And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now here's Edwards. Jacks up a three. And no good. Edwards has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Out to the right wing. From the arc. De Silva with a rebound. They get it again. Here's the pick. Back to Edwards. And he can't bank that one in. Edwards gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Fast break. Here we go. Buries it from 3. He's got 9.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's De Silva. He's got 6. The open J off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Hayes with a screen. Ward drains the triple. Ward's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's De Silva. Defended by Hayes. Yep, count it. The visitors with the ball. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards for three. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 2 of 5 from deep to fall. Hayes with a screen. Fires for three. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sport. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Edwards looking for an opening. Driving in. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Unloads. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
C. Drops in the three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Out left to the wing. For three. That shot is off. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. De Silva with the rebound. Hits the trifecta.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep three-point land. The shot off that time. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Nifty move. The shot misses.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Hamas. From outside the arc. Gets the three to fall.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. He buries it from three.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
To the wing on the left. There's the triple. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight. Beyond the arc. Nails it from three. Edwards has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Lets the three fly, and the three-pointer goes.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. From outside, off the mark. Here's De Silva. Off target from outside. De Silva's gone 2 of 5 tonight. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
On target from range. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Wing shot on the way. Drained it for 2 points. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Let's go with a 3. No good there. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night, a terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
From deep. Kept alive. Fires away from way out. Oh,
wow!
He made it! It's good!
Oh,
it is good!
That just
he
happened.
somehow made it!
That just happened.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. It's good from long range.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Shields. The offensive rebound. Pass to Balmoro. The three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Shoots it up. Fires from deep. That shot off. Right wing. Shields bangs home the trifecta.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
From deep three-point land. Takes a three. No good on the shot.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Almaro's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 6.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Three-pointer, drains it from beyond the arc. Almaro's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Shields. And the 3 off target.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
From outside, off the mark. And here we go. Here's Almaro. Buries it from three-point range. Almaro's gone 3 of 4 from distance. Only the 1 miss. Wow. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Shields. Off target from outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
That 3 off the mark.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
1:29 left to play here in the first. Drops in the tray.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
For 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Shields tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Fires it up, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Took him no time at all on that one. Almaro's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Almaro. 12 points for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen. Here's Herrera. Wide open shot is on the money.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Got it off in time. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Shot clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. This one for three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Hamas. Low. Brooks covering. Here's Hamas. Low. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
From the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Brooks, the pass to McCormick. Here's Gozer. They set the screen. The three-pointer, no good. Low. Brooks covering. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 6.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pick off in midair. And they're on the break. Low. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to McCormick. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCormick's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Here's Watsura. Still scoreless. Good on the three-point shot.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Outside Mirotic. Takes the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mirotic has got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Watsura. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Watsura's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Brooks. The tray. Drains the three-pointer.
You know, as they try to cut into this lead, they're having a lot more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter.
Low. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Mirotic with it. He's got 6. Watsura with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Launches it. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to Brooks. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 8 away. No good there. Here's Watsura. He has 6. Lets it go from deep. Low. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 9. He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first half is now in the books. They're up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
what do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game and get himself open. You wish all the guys played at this level.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the visiting team.
They've had a lot of...
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. So it's the visitors now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Ward. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rebounded by Ward.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. Ward's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Paul Morrow. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Herrera. Down low. To the left wing. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's the 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Shields. Rebounded by Ward. Ward's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Herrera. From deep. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's the screen. Shields. Offline with his 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
2 minutes.
Pass to Hayes. 1:51 left to play in the third. Out to the right wing. There's the pick. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Pass to Balmoro. Shields. And the 3 ball is good. 9 points in the game so far.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Here's Ward. 1:04 left in the third. Fires from deep. And no good that time. Pass to Balmoro. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Over to the left wing. Shields. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Ward. Unloads. That shot missing.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Shields. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And fourth quarter basketball will become. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Mirotic, and it's Quizair in at the small forward. Fires the three. That one doesn't drop. Here's Hamas. Brooks covering. From past the arc. McCormick with the rebound. Right side, Mirotic. From deep three-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Side. Takes a three. Hands it from downtown.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on deep.
From deep, Brooks. And that one is off. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's the break. A three for Mirotic. He doesn't hit that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
There's a good screen. There's the triple. Shot's good by Watsara.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Puts up a deep three. Thomas passes to Watsara. Fires away from way outside. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got his fourth rebound in this one. And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. Here's the three. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Brooks. Mirotic just got 6 in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Watsara. Over to the wing. Side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a deep three. The shot, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Fires away from outside. From beyond the arc, and then some. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. we've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
From deep three-point land, Brooks grabs the board. Now here is Mirotic. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Quizer passes to McCormick. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Fires from way outside. No good. Shot missing. Here's Quizer. Pass to McCormick. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Tries again. Can't get it to drop.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it would be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Pass to De Silva. Connects on the 17-footer.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
The 3-ball. Edwards pulls it in. Pure from 3-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And there's a pick. Launches it. Gets the 3-ball to go. He has 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. Guarded by Edwards. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Brooks from outside. De Silva with the rebound. Offline with a 3.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Looking to win the run. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
12 consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Goes to the away team.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. for three. Drills it from deep.
Impressive offensive versatility for Big. He can show you a variety of looks.
From the top of the key. Yep, that one's good. Balmaro's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Edwards. Takes a three. No good on the shot. Guarded by Edwards. Off the mark there with a three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Fires the three. He drops it from range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's De Silva. And that one is stuffed right through.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Balmaro no good. Here's De Silva. They set a pick. 4 seconds left. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Give him 8. Here's Balmaro. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Leading by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They get it back. Pass to Mirotic. Second chance shot. Good as the jump shot falls.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. In transition, here they come. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Mirotic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The three is up. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Fires from deep. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. And here they come. An open look for Booker. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Booker's got 5.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And it's good. Napier. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Three-pointer. Second chance effort. Lets it fly. Tipped. And he's able to get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up again. Outside for Booker. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Over to the left wing. And there's the screen. Here's Mirotic. The shot, no good.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Fires from deep. That one is off. It's stolen away. He's guarded by Napier. On target from range. 6 points for him.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Puts up a three. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Fires it. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Booker for three. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
The three. Mirotic can't get it to go. Right wing from behind the arc. McCormick with the rebound. 40 seconds left in the first half of this one. The three. The offensive rebound. The three is up. Drills it from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And the jumper falls for him. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Mirotic. Booker defending. Pass to McCormick. Here's Mirotic. For three. So we conclude the first half. They're up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
31.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the...
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the home team.
As a team.
Thanks for tuning in. Now.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Brooks. Still without a bucket. The three is up. Drains the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's De Silva. Jams it in off a great move.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Three-pointer, Brooks. The shot that time not on target. They could get back within single digits of the lead. From outside the arc, sinks it from distance. 6 points for him.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Pass to Balmaro. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Here's Brooks. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Beyond the arc. Tries to keep it alive. That shot off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Lets the 3 fly. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. De Silva.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Almaro no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kept alive. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
.59 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Booker. For the tie. Drops in the 3. Booker's got 11.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
From the arc. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. From deep. And Booker pulls it down. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Snatched up to the paint. Another shot. Right side, Napier. They set the screen. And finally, they hit one. 5 ticks left in the third. No good on the last second attempt there. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And it's Mirotic with the rebound. There's the screen. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside for Booker. Here's Mirotic. 4-3. Goes up with it again. No good on the shot. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. There's the three. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Pass to Napier. With the fadeaway. That one's good. Nothing but net.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Here's McCormick. Hits a three-pointer.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Fires the three. Counted from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
To the left wing. Here's Mirotic. Three-pointer, no good. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. The fader. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Sinks the tray.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. To the wing, right side. Let's go with a three. Lets it go from deep. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Booker pulls it down.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
He takes it in. Money!
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Stolen by Booker. Timeout,
he saw
timeout.
the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
And the visitors call time here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
For the win! Oh, did he? He did!
That's
He
gonna
got
count.
it to fall!
Put it on the board.
So nice! The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get...
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Edwards looking it over. Pass to De Silva. To the inside. Fades away. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Buries it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Shoots the three. That shot off the mark. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and Coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with a shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The three buries the long-range jumper.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And here's Edwards. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The three traps in the tray.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to De Silva. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. No good from outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
A minute 50 left here in the first quarter.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 15.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Takes it inside.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Beyond the arc. Pass to Herrera. Misses the three. 1:03 left to play here in the first. There's the pick. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Hayes. Launches it from deep. Herrera can't hit. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
For three, Edwards knocks down the three ball.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And they're running. Rebounded by Ward.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Can't hit the corner three. Here's De Silva. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
For the three, Booker pulls it in. Back to Napier. Booker looking around. Spins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. A shot off that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Watsara. No good on the triple. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. They set the screen. Pass to Napier. Three-pointer on the way. The shot that time, not on target. Low. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Right wing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. A three-pointer is right on target. Napier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Napier's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. From deep three-point territory. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Booker, right side. Here's the screen from downtown. That shot, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The shot by Watsara, no good. One-on-one fast break for 3. Miss with the rebound. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Giffey, good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Watsara's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. Booker dishes to Napier. There's the pick. Giffey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 6. Low. It's good from long range.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Shoots it. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Here's Watsara. Bangs home the trifecta. Watsara's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Napier passes to Booker. Back to Napier. Booker with it from outside the arc. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. to go with a three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A three ball. Hits it from three-point range. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Watsara. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. With one on the clock. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Napier with it. Booker outside. Back to Napier. Pass to Booker. Now here's Napier. T right on him. 4 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Can't throw it down with one hand. To the middle. Hayes, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
They shoot again. And that one is stuffed right through.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Releases. Good on the jump shot. Napier's got 5 points so far. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Here's the drive with the fadeaway. Napier covering. Drills it from outside. He's got 21.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
From deep. The shot, no good. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
There's a screen. Lucic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fast break, here they come. Sinks the triple.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
1:46 left to play here in the third. Herrera can't hit. Here's the break. Stolen. Hayes the pass to Ward. Back to Hayes. Jacks up a three. He can't get that one. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. 1:09 left in the third. And the three ball is good.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Here's Hayes. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hayes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. There's a good screen. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
To the left side wing. The three. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Fires the three. He's off on that one. Here's Hayes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 8. And time to... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. De Silva connects from three-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Low, Edwards defending. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Hummus. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Hummus. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. Three-pointer. Pass to Edwards. Fires for three. Good on the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Low. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They set the pick. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Watera. Sinks the triple.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this and fast. Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Outside Edwards. Down low. It's tipped. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. Inside. Here's Thomas. This one for three. It's hauled in by Edwards. From downtown, it falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. 5 on the clock, so the wing on the left. Lucic. It's good from long range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point land. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental tough?
Some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes the three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Balmaro. Off target with the three. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The three ball. Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And we're about a minute into the first. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Brooks. Gets the three to fall. He has 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Launches it. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Three-pointer off the mark. A deep three. Brooks with the rebound. Uncovered. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Connects from downtown.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shoots a fadeaway. That shot is off.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And he gets the bucket.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And a miss there on the triple. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Goes up on the wing. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Hayes for 3. Buries it from 3.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pulls it from the top of the key. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Takes a 3. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the light.
Danny! He did!
From long range. Woo!
How about that? From downtown. He can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fires from way outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. They get the rebound. Launches a 3. Gets it to go. His 2nd make in 6 tries.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Knocks down the triple.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
No one covering. 12 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Fires away from way outside. Pass to Balmaro. Fires from way outside. Oh, wow! He drills it from deep. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the 3. He's off on that one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Fires away from way outside. Jacks up a 3. Tries to save it.
Substitution on the court.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. They're up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Here's the break. Three-pointer. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Mirotic. Here's the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Sends it home from three-point land.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
He buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Takes the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Puts up a deep 3. He can't hit that time. From deep three-point land. Unable to get that one. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. From deep three-point land. Up again. It's good on the putback. And that'll tie this game up.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
3.
Oh, got a piece of it. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Hummus. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pure from three-point range.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Mirotic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Tries it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Home team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Fires the 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
From downtown, the shot misses. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Goes up from the top of the key. Good work there as it goes. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
They get it back to the right side. Pass to Hummus. Beyond the arc. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
No good from outside. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Sinks it from distance.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Counted from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the second period. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. For the lead, Balmaro grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The 3. And Ward pulls it down.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Herrera. The 3 is up. Fades and shoots. The shot, no good. Sends it home from three-point land. 26 points for him.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Brooks outside. There's a screen. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For the lead. Sinks the tray. He's got 12.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Off target from three-point range.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Balmaro grabs the board.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
This one for 3. Connects from downtown.
Now, the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
They get it again. Pass to Ward. Out to the right wing. And the 3 off target.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
The 3 is up. The putback. That shot missing. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Down low. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Knocks down the long J. Ward's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lets it go from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight from deep three-point range. And Herrera gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's the pick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooks defending. Hayes for 3. It doesn't go for him. Pass to Balmaro. From behind the arc. He buries it from 3. Balmaro's got 6 points. A minute 22 left in the third. Ward. No good with the triple. Ward's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Tate's back. Five on the clock. Fires in the triple. He's got 32 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Inside. Pass to Balmaro. Snatched away. And they're running from deep. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds.
Substitution on the court.
Brooks outside. Here's Balmaro. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Balmaro's got 6 in the quarter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. From deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried. 15 points in the game. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Big-time shot. They have to feel great going into the fourth.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The 3. He can't get that one to fall. Balmaro's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Let's go with a 3. Out to the wing. Here's Hamas. And it's off from three-point range. Ooh, it's stolen. Fires the 3. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brooks from outside. That one doesn't drop. Nails it from 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's the break. And here's the fast break. Here's Hamas. And hits a 3 from the wing. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
There's the triple. No good there.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
See. The offensive rebound. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Balmaro. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Balmaro's got 11 points here in the second half. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Puts up a deep three. The shot, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. Better luck next time, baby.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Lets the three fly. Doesn't go for him. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Offensive rebound. For three. That's miss number 7 out of 14 attempts. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And he nails the third.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
From deep three-point range. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. For three. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
54 seconds left in the final quarter. Launches it from deep. Not going to go that time. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Takes a three. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Laces one from 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Pass to Mirotic. Counted!
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so... the road team